What's up, everyone? My name is Trevor and I am the Gaming Goomba. What is that? Seriously, what the hell is that? Dear God, why can't we ever get video game movies right? Why? Like, why can't there just be a simple adaptation of the story from the game to the big screen? Why does it always have to be, let's put this character in the real world? When has that ever worked? When has putting a video game character or a character from any non-Earth human show into the real world ever worked? Please, someone give me an example of when that has worked. So two different posters for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie have been released to the internet, and oh boy, do they just don't look good. This is the first one right here. Obviously, they drenched Sonic in shadows just to make it a lot more difficult to see him. I guess they weren't ready to take the full backlash for it, and possibly so they could go back and change it if they wanted to after hearing the fan reaction from it. But why? Why is half of Sonic's body, not even half, 2/3 of Sonic's body is a human body? That is a human body with Sonic's head. That's human legs, a human torso, and human arms with the head of Sonic the Hedgehog. It just looks like a straight up furry. It literally looks like they just hired a person, painted their legs and torso and arms blue, and then put a blue hedgehog mask on them. Like, if they CGI'd this, what was the point in CGIing this? You literally could have just hired a person, painted them blue, and put a Sonic the Hedgehog mask on them. It would have looked exactly the same. It just looks so unnatural, and it kind of makes me want to throw up just looking at it. And notice you can't really see his eyes. I read something on one of the articles about how they had some trouble figuring out how they wanted his eyes to look, because they wanted this to be a more gritty and realistic Sonic the Hedgehog. That's already the problem. Why do we need to make Sonic the Hedgehog gritty and realistic? It's a talking hedgehog that can run at the speed of sound. Stop! It's a cartoon! It's for fun! Why does it have to be dark and gritty and in the real world? Why does he have to look realistic? It's a talking hedgehog that wears red sneakers. What are you doing? When I started thinking about this movie, it made me think of that Smurfs movie that came out a few years ago. When you think Smurfs, you think the little village and the wizard and, you know, little mushroom houses and stuff. Fantasy, you know, fun stuff. So what did they do when they make a Smurfs movie? They put him in New York City and put Neil Patrick freaking Harris in there. This is what this Sonic movie is making me think of, and that's not a good thing. And then the supposed second poster was leaked online, and it doesn't look much better. Those are human legs! Those are human legs with blue paint and red shoes! What is going on? Why can't it just be an animated hedgehog? Why does it have to be in the real world, live action? Why can't it just be a fun CGI Sonic the Hedgehog movie? Have you not learned from the Super Mario Brothers movie? Good lord, like, what are we doing? Why can't we get video game movies right? Why? Like, seriously. Why? Why is it so hard? Assassin's Creed was terrible. Tomb Raider was decent, but it didn't really do anything. We have the Super Mario Brothers movie. Hopefully this new Super Mario Brothers movie that's coming out from Illumination will be good, but I just said Illumination, so that's probably not going to be very good. Isn't it sad that after two posters being released, most of us are already just like shunning this movie? But I mean, we have every right to. Just think about the Sonic fan base. I'm not a big Sonic fan, but just like I know there's so many huge Sonic fans that make a whole bunch of fan art and, you know, animations and stuff like that. Like, you know, there's so much quality content out there that even the fans are putting out. Hell, the best Sonic game in the last 10 years was Sonic Mania, and that was made by a fan. So, like, it's just sad that, you know, there's finally being a Sonic movie made, and it just looks this awful. Like, they've already got it wrong off of a poster. 2 images, and they've already just got it completely wrong. From the neck down, it's a human. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, obviously, it's already too late now. You're probably already well into the development of the movie. You've already decided the design and everything. But, I mean, it's just sad. We just can't get a good video game movie. Hopefully Illumination can, you know, even though they just keep crapping out Minions movies, maybe they'll figure something out with that animated Mario movie. But yeah, I just thought those posters looked terrible, and I thought we should talk about it. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.